Hello, this is Nick from Prestman Auto doing a video walkthrough of our 2018 Toyota Sienna. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to check for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally, we'll pop the hood in the engine bay so we can check out under there just real quick, just for good measure. So first impressions are really good. Normally you'd expect to see a little bit of rock chipping up here in the front, especially on a 2018, but I'm not seeing hardly anything. Looks like you got a very small one right there. But other than that, I'm really impressed. So let's start going around and see if there's anything that we can find. If there is, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual like I just did. That way you know absolutely everything going on. So tires on this one are in extremely good condition. I'm really impressed. The tires, you got tons of life left in those. You also got the all-wheel drive, which is really nice. I'm here in Utah, so sometimes that's a make or break thing, is if it has all-wheel drive. So I just used the key fob to pop the trunk real quick. Awesome. You got your floor mats up in here, and then of course you can always raise the seats as well. So that's awesome. Cool. Pretty straightforward up there. Close it just with the button this time. Sweet. So it looks like there's a little bit of scuffing here in the back. Let's see if I can get a better visual. Right up in here. So there's a little bit of that up in there, but really not bad. So let's keep going and see if there's anything else. Nice. Well, honestly, as far as the exterior goes, give it a 9.5 out of 10. It looks really good. So let's hop inside and see what we can find in the interior. Oh. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to turn the car on, obviously. But when I turn it on, I'm going to leave the camera up here on the dashboard. That way, if there's any kind of warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. Awesome. So it looks like we got 3 warning lights up right now. The first is my seatbelt light, which is, correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. The second is the brake light. And then the third, let's pull that up real quick. No messages, which means that is the tire pressure. So 'tis this season for low tire pressure when it gets cold. But other than that, everything up here looks super solid. So let's cycle through a couple things just to make sure. Awesome. Cool. Well, as far as the interior features go, there are a lot of them. So I'm going to go a little bit fast just for the sake of time, so this isn't like a 30-minute long video. But starting up here, you're going to have your lane departure warning as well as your pre-collision system, both of which are super fun. I like those ones a lot. You're also going to have your parking assist and a couple other things. You can move your vents open and closed in the back. So that's cool. As far as other features around here, you're going to have heated seats, which are really nice this time of year. You're also going to have your cup holders, and then just a whole bunch of plugins. So that's fun. Got a little extra space down in there. Up here, let's make sure everything's working correctly. Let's check our AC. Beautiful. Oh, nice, it's warm. That's cool. Cool. Let's make sure our audio's working well. All right, there we go. So that's working well. Up here, you're also going to have your maps. Obviously, you can connect your phone and a number of other things. Something kind of fun about this one is it has a CD player. Almost no cars have CD players anymore, which is kind of weird to think about, but it is what it is. Times change. So if it doesn't have anything that you want, you can always just download the app for that. So that's cool as well. And down here, you're also going to have a little bit of extra space and then more plugins for your kids in the back. As far as interior condition goes, it's really good. I don't want to be a broken record and just be like, everything's amazing, but honestly, it's really good. Like, I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any tears, any stains, any discoloration, anything. So I'm really impressed. Up top, you're also going to have a big old sunroof, which, I'll be honest, okay, a sunroof is not the most useful feature in the world. It's just not. They're really cool. Like, I like sunroofs a lot. I think they're a ton of fun. So anyway, we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, we'll probably call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and then that should be good for our video. Oops, not that. That's the guess. All right, let's think some skinny thoughts when we get out here. Awesome. Close the gas. Cool. So while we're out here, before I pop the hood, I'll show you a little bit out here. So this is maybe 30% of our cars. So we got more over on the other side of that building over there, and more over on the other side of that wall over there. So we sell more cars here than any independent dealer in the state, which isn't super important, but I feel like it's good to know when you're working with someone out of state, kind of who you're working with. It's not some, weird dude in a back alley. You know what I mean? So let's check out under here. All right. So I don't know how mechanically inclined you are or aren't, but regardless of how much you know about vehicles, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know anything about cars, you at least know what neglect looks like. So if you've got like rust all over in the metal pieces, if there's like spider webs and junk on it, and everything looks like it was born before you were, then, I'd probably ask some more questions at that point. That being said, this is really, really solid. All the metal pieces are in great repair down there. Battery looks pretty solid. It's got a little bit of rust up in here, but nothing too bad. So honestly, there's really not even too much dust on it, which is kind of cool. One little thing that is also good to know is if there is dust on it, you want to see if it looks disturbed. Like some of the stuff up in here, how you can see people's, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but if you can, it's just a sign to show that people have been touching it and going through it, and it hasn't just been left alone, on some lot somewhere. So if you are mechanically inclined, we can go into a little bit more detail, but we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, when you pop the hood of an engine bay, this is exactly what you want to see. So if you have any other questions, or there's anything that I missed that you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new Sienna.